well against like top tier opposition as well. So unless we really do see like OG come into this fairly flat, I do think that we should be seeing a much better performance from them. And already, well, they're going to be aggressively pushing in towards this site. Valde off to another flying start, and he's got Issa and Alexi B alongside him. It will leave Tessus alone. A chance to potentially isolate one of these duels, but he isn't going to be able to connect the shots, and that might let...
So I don't think they're going to take it too much to heart, but I think this is like a big match for them to be able to compete against the likes of Heroic and obviously show they can have that strong...
Yeah, I do think it's kind of brutal more than anything else, but I'll finish that point afterwards, as this is still very much within contention. It's Tessus once again, 1v2. I feel like the odds are slightly worse in this scenario, as he's going to have to find Alexi, like, consider like what has just happened to get it out of there. To a good start though, Jason. I think that's important. Get the wind in their sails. As said, I'm always impressed watching their T side on this map. I think Valde and Issa are an absolute force to be reckoned with when it comes to this T side and the entries they can get for their side. I think they both look very comfortable on this map, and that's something that I would say is fairly unusual. Like, being very comfortable on the T side of NUKE is something that I don't think there's a hell of a lot of pro players are good at. Tessus, though, is making this one costly, and he has the support of staff who are just looking to save that AK, have a bit of a bonus going into the next round. And
go. He makes it work, gets the kill on the MBKs. You have more players coming, and I'm not sure exactly.
NiKo seems to find those situations. He likes using it on Mirage, so if we go to a third map, we might spot it. But this is looking dominant, and Cadian, an advantage for Heroic here.
He's ready, but he's actually being spammed out on it. Just hold steady. Gets himself the one kill. Cadian's there to help back up, as Stown will get one and fall. But Alexi B, the Galil coming through. Bomb is currently down, but...
Oh, they both picked out nades! What are the chances of that? At exactly the same time, they're like, okay, we're going to try and nade the planter. I like the move from NiKo, though. He's actually going to jump back down. Still on a ladder, which, well, is basically illegal in Counter-Strike. NiKo.
By being tall, it actually is very scary falling, because you are falling a lot farther than other people, you know? NiKo, nice little double with the AK. Valde
He's
on
styling.
One. NiKo, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, the P250 and the Deagle.
Okay.
Not bad. I mean, that's where they can rescue the weapon, but I would imagine the Heroic's not going to let them do that. Yeah, you can see already Tessus rotating in. P250's not going to work a second time, and now Manty's left alone with the player in garage. Okay. Not a bad start again.
Ready, though. NiKo finds one. Like, most of the time you have help from your teammates, but he doesn't need it. He's doing it all on his own. MBK, he's trying to find the vent, and he eventually gets down, but his teammate...
Only one to go positive in KD. He was also the top fragger on Vert.
Space, and timing's going to be everything here as Valde hits a wonderful...
You do have to be afraid of him. Well, unfortunately going to net them up to one with that kill. To defend against this, unless they just have Valde go crazy. A 3K for him so far, and Cadian immediately looks to back away. Doesn't want to donate this op over, wants to maintain it for himself, and OG, off the back of Valde, will get themselves a phenomenal round victory here and tie things back up at 4 apiece. It's outer, and already Mantu getting tagged up, Alexi B getting tagged up, Stown somehow gets the kill. Phenomenal for here, but Mantu's going to be there. With only 18 HP he had left, he still gets the kill.
Aggressive here. CTs have basically swapped places with the Ts. This is a very weird looking round. Bora is going to be waiting, but it's only one. Now Cadian, he doesn't expect this. That map control they lost is just too much. Now, I think they're starting to get scared. A large portion of lower is already clear.
Oh, Tessus. That's just unfortunate, the angle he was holding. NiKo, though. Oh, man, he just gets goosed to the side of the crate, and he has no chance to really be effective here. And now, again, Cadian and Stown left alone. Might as well just save up the op now. But it definitely seen such a massive bounce back for OG here on NUKE. Especially considering how this game was seeming to be so one-sided.
The OG are firmly within the driver's seat, and if they continue in this regard, it could be terrifying. And this man has come to life quite regularly. Like, we saw him play Inferno yesterday, where a lot of the time he was the sacrificial lamb.
Right.
Like, he will give himself up. He's waiting for him. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's so sick for Alexi B. Oh, nope, not to be. Stown, though. Edge of the smoke. Cadian, there's a gap in it. In the right place at the right time to try and do the damage. And while Cadian's actually going to just catch MBK with his back turn. There is Tessus combining and Mantu very quick to make sure.
Going to be up here now. But do they know Issa's in this position? There we go. First kill comes through, trying to stick it.
Just a few.
Oh, my. They play
Just
behind.
a few.
Why did they
There's
play behind the
nothing they can
silo? I thought they didn't open.
From OG, an unfortunate one because the round itself was decent. Nice work from Issa, though. A quick face outside. Alexi B.
I'm surprised that OG's having such an easy time here on T-side Nuke. 9 rounds themselves up against the 5 out of Heroic, and I mean, it's likely we could see 10, considering Nico's on that 800, Cadian's on 0.
Just trying to bait them in here with the door opening. Shots coming out. Tessus has found a kill. He gets away with a second and the fallback as well. I was expecting OG to make some sort of trade. This round is looking over unless Man2 can pull out some real heroics. Done decent with the AWP over on this T side, which is always the easiest thing in the world. Win this 1v4. Well, I just hit Cadian with a smoke, so that will give him...
Unfortunately, has quieted down quite a bit. The bomb dropped down the vent anyways, so it works out for them, but still, that's not a good way to start things off.
Look at the rotation. There's a firing squad where they're kind of isolated, and they don't have any utility to actually get out of here. Stown is going to get the kill onto MBK. Cadian trying to perfect. He has the Vogue in hand, and all eyes are on him, but his teammates have fallen. He has everything left to do and needs to start finding these kills, and he whipped. Well then, he's been winning a fair few of the duels, at least from the early stages. Bit of a dicey spray, and well, there's a couple of kills back. Remember, this is just the save, but it's doing a hell of a lot of damage, and Tessus is going to get away with another. He is killing them all with the Deeg, and leaves it down to Valde. He's been the star of the show for OG and looks to continue it. Cadian's found a rifle, but he's ready for it. And he...
And with MBK doing things like that, I think they could. Worst the other team is currently in weapons. But unfortunately gets the 1 and he ends up getting picked off. Does do a little bit of damage to Cadian, and Valdez in a really good position here. Flashbang comes through, but Tessus isn't blind as he peeks around, gets the Mantis looking for the angle. He gets some decent damage in yet again, but still Stown picks up the frag.
It's so close to so many duels going the way of OG, but just the instant headshots coming from the other side. Alexi B's been spotted. Cadian gets 1. Now it is left. All onto the fin and be on the right side of the map. Bomb being faked out. MBK finds 1, but the trades come back thick and fast through the smoke as the time is now ticking away. Cadian even getting into the corner is going to make things even tougher. Nice shot from Issa again. A second Deeg to the face. Like he might just be trying to fall back a little bit here. Maybe bait them into thinking he's rotating.
Completely free. And they're towards lobby. Oh. Player peeking out of HUD, and well, he's just going to back off. So maybe, oh gosh, Tessus, it is disgusting the shots that are being hit by him.
Push down, though, is going to put Valde under pressure. He sits back as the solo defender. He gets the first, but that's only the SMG gone. The dink onto the second, and actually MBK.
Comes down to Borup, though, has been pressured from multiple angles here. If he peeks aside, he could have himself a quick kill or two. His 3 players be pushing in. There's the first. Borup now looking for another, but unfortunately gets caught turning the wrong way. Bomb's still taking down. Tessus a massive kill out of him and Stown to keep this alive, and now it's going to be a 2-on-1 up against Alexi B with just the op, and he's just going to run away with this. Heroic. Going to get themselves up to 10, and honestly...
For the match earlier in the day, but I'm sure that they don't get away with just the 1 prep video. So maybe they've spotted a few holes in this Nuke defense and trying to exploit them. Oh, the bit dice.
Oh, Alexi, no scope through the wall, inside of the vent. Borup, though, is still in a good position to close this out. They don't have a kit currently. Taps the bomb. Here's the Opera rotating around, and Alexi B's going to come in, and they do have him lined up, and Borup comes up big when they need it, and is good. And MBK is going to get the 1. Looking for number 2 as well, as Cadian's already low on HP. Molotov's going to force him forward. And no one's going to capitalize off this. They actually back away. Are they going to go up? trying to get up the vents. The bomb gets dropped, but it gets picked up by NUKE, who does get himself into the upper bomb site. NBK switching over to the op.
Didn't have the talent to do it, and that's the thing I've been so impressed with. Again, we talk about the players that they have. Tessus is up there 23 and 14, the newest member to be added into this. Very easily swing back in their favor.
Oh, they're trying to get so aggressive, trying to rush forward, and unfortunately, time being taken here. Tessus gets the spray on NBK. It's a good flash in. Doesn't catch him too heavily, though, and LXCB still in the spoiler position. There's the first kill to come through. AK picked up, now down to the 2-on-2, but the bomb's rotating towards lower.
The switch up to give them a reposition. Valde as well. This is something we've now seen a couple of players do. Like NBK went in as a bit of a distraction. Nice spray down though. At the footsteps, there's no head armor as well, so a bullet to the face of that Tech-9. He's just defusing, but it...
And NUKE takes down LXCB, I think.
A relatively quiet second half. NBK as well. As you want to leave it. 20 odd seconds coming up on the clock, and an important kill to say the least. Integra that he saves. Make sure he keeps the AWP, but more importantly, he's going to be able to...
There's a player directly under him. He gets in behind him and takes down Mantu. What? How does he get a second kill? How does he even get the first kill?
That was Cadian's flash. That was a god flash. It left the player behind so blind. 20 seconds of the round. We spoke about how this man started off. He's coming back from the completely blinded player afterwards. You realize how good that flash had to be from Cadian.
Yeah.
European teams. Nice shot from NBK though. That's a good start on the flank. Will spot a lot of the players. That's a lot of information that they have. LXCB though goes down. He doesn't manage to stop them. However, Mantu is here. He misses as well. He might get a second chance, but it's another miss for Mantu. What's happened? Well, he gets the third, arguably the toughest of the lot. And the fourth as well. Finally, some luck for Mantu. The first two were warning him to really play any part in this round at all. Instead, he'll save and... Ooh.
In that direction, Mantu might have them lined up over towards ramp. Gets the first shot. Now looking to back away as yes, Issa to come rotate in. Even rotating players all the way around. Oh, NBK though.
Gonna catch one, but it is just an instant trade back. And I'll be honest, at this point, I'm confused as to where Heroic are going. I can't imagine what it's like for LXCB trying the fact that he's going to save, but the fact is, he's still being hunted.
Men with the AKs. And Cadian, in the meantime, even trying to push outside. A 1-for-1 trade initially as they do have the upper control. NBK comes up with Vig with the kill, but Kane wraps around, and just like that, it's a 3-on-2. The flank works out. The incendiary forces them.
The smoke again. It allows you to sort of almost shroud your push out. Cadian actually, I don't think has seen it. He hasn't seen it at all. They're going to get past. However, Stown quickly connects the shot. Now it's on to Mantu. He's got next to no time. He hits the first shot. And he's just got to stick it. There's nothing he can do. He needs the kill. He needs a kit. And this is all but over. It's done. Nico's won it.